So it's Kathy Lindert, your favorite mindset architect. And let's talk about making changes. I have always found that in the month of September, just like in January, school starts, a new beginning, fall starts, things happen, changes in time, changes in weather, and changes in people and what they want to do. And it was funny because when I was working in New Jersey, one of the therapists I had shared an office space with, he said that he found that September was really the first New Year's where people would come in and say, I'm done. I had the whole summer, I didn't do anything, and I'm ready to get things going. And even in my business, September is when people say, what are we going to do for the rest of the year? What are we going to accomplish? We haven't done anything. And it's one of those times of the year when you realize, that the year, you only have September, October, November, and December, right? And then you realize I have 4 months and I didn't do squat. And when you look at it like that, it could be a real downer. I mean, let's think about it. If you tell yourself, I haven't done squat and I only have 4 months left, what the heck am I going to do? How am I going to accomplish this? I'm never going to get it done. I mean, really, I'm so mad at myself. Every time you say those things, you know what happens? You guarantee you're not going to do anything. You're not going to start. And you're going to beat yourself up and you're going to say, see, it doesn't work. I just can't do it. I just can't. Instead, let's look at change differently. Let's look at change as a slow progress. If you were to say to a baby, by the time you're 1, I want you walking. And that baby wasn't ready to start walking, but that baby was able to crawl and roll over and sit up and maybe hold on to your hand and take a couple of steps. Would you say to that baby, you can't do this? I mean, what kind of baby are you? I can't believe it. You have 4 months left. Like, what the hell are you waiting for? You would say, everybody grows at their own time and everybody's different. And this is their time and let them get there, right? Why would you not say the same thing? When you're making changes, it's scary. You're going into the unknown. Sometimes in the past, you might have failed, but we're not going to look at a failure anymore because you're going to look at it as something that you learned what not to do or what to do. So this way you can continue moving forward. If you think that there's nobody on this planet that has made mistakes and had to keep on picking themselves up and just starting all over again, or picking themselves up and starting from the position that they're at, you are wrong. Because everybody, every living soul has to go through this. That's just the way it is. And the first step is the most important step. Because once you make that first step, you can then make a second step and a second step and a second step. And if all of a sudden your burden gets heavy or your doubts become overwhelming, you are able to give yourself permission to think about why you started it. So today, when you're ready to make the change, and it could be anything, it could be as small as I'm only going to have 2 cups of coffee a day, and that's it. It could be as big as I'm ready to get rid of 50 pounds. I'm ready to quit smoking. I'm ready to get a new job. I'm ready to start working towards the promotion that I wanted. Or I'm ready to go back to school. Whatever it is, write it down. Write down what it is you want to do. Write down your reason why. And write down the benefit. Because if you don't have a benefit, if there's nothing for you to look forward to, why are you doing it? Your mind is going to say, well, what are we gaining from this? What are we going to benefit? What's going to make us feel happy? So you have to, in order for you to reach your goals, have those three things: your why, definitely your benefit, and what are you going to do? Like, what is it that you want to change? So when you're writing down, I want to stop having more than 2 cups of coffee a day. Because, why? I found that I can't sleep at night, or my body gets jittery and then I get aggravated. The benefit? I'm going to feel better. I'm not going to have the jitters, and I'm going to sleep through the night. Even if you did it with weight. Let's say that you say, I want to get rid of 30 pounds. Why? I can't fit in my clothes. I don't feel good. The doctor said it's unhealthy for me. And the benefit is I'm going to look better, feel better, live longer. Now, here is the extra thing that you have to write down. With these changes, I want you to write down, and I'm going to give myself permission to pick myself up when I fall and get going again. Because there's going to be certain things. Giving up coffee, sometimes people can do it really, really quickly. Sometimes people have headaches and then they don't like that headache, or they find that the headache is really, really strong. So maybe instead of just doing it and just cutting out all the other cups, you do it slowly. And you say, in the next 3 months, I will be just drinking 2 cups of coffee a day. Maybe with your weight loss, and I'm going to say maybe, even though I don't like to use the word maybe, because maybe could be a failure word. But today, we're going to keep it as a positive. And the reason being is that if you give yourself permission to say, I'm going to give myself a year to get rid of those 30 pounds because I know I didn't put it on in a year. You can then say, I'm going to just do this. And maybe there might be days that I'm going to need something sweet, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because then I'm just going to start all over again. So whatever it is that you're going to do as a goal, you have to write down what it is you're going to do, your why, the benefits. And then I want you to write down a realistic time frame. When people come in and say, I want to do this and I'm behind and I wanted to do it 3 months ago, make it happen now. And they're not in it all the way in their mind and their body, I will tell them no. I will tell them you have to redo that. You have to think about it realistically. Because your mind and your body, and sometimes even your soul, has to buy into it. So, in order for you to do change, it is now time for you to write down an agreement, a contract with yourself. What it is you want to do, why do you want to do it, what is the benefit, and what is your time frame realistically. This is Kathy Linder, your favorite mindset architect. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of days to see how you guys are doing. Bye.